Welcome back to Marketing Your Niche, the show where we dig into strategies that empower you to design a life and business you are passionate about. Today I'm talking about something that can sound like a cliche but has changed my life in many ways I never expected. A winning morning routine. I've learned after years of trying and tweaking that how you start your day is crucial. The older I get, the more convinced I am. Waking up early and taking charge of those first few hours is the ultimate life hack. Your morning is setting up the tone for your entire day. I keep saying if you win your morning, you win your entire day. But here is the thing, traditional morning routines never work for me, and I know I'm not alone. If you are someone who tried to stick to a rigid routine, you are not alone. I'm going to share my 3 go-to strategies for making your morning and by extension your day a success. Think of this as building blocks for designing a life that helps you show up powerfully in business and life. Let's get started. Having been a teacher, I love guiding my students to enhance their skills, explore their passions, and unleash their creativity. Little did I know, I was actually helping them to lay the groundwork for their own unique paths. That's why I launched this podcast to assist you in doing the same. Marketing Your Niche, it's all about discovering your niche, taking action before you are ready, focusing on consistent progress, and move ahead to building a profitable online business, even if you are not sure you are doing it right. Tune in for practical advice, actionable marketing tips, and strategies to build a business that brings you more freedom, more profit, even more joy. Let's get started. The journey to finding the right morning routine is personal. The traditional morning routines never work for me. Do you want to know what does? I'm telling you, preparing a day before. I am that kind of person who doesn't like surprises, and I don't like preparing things on the last minute. Over the years, I collected 3 protocols to do before your morning to win your day. So I will share them with you today, as I hope they will make a difference in your life as they made in mine. Let's start with the first protocol that not only changed my mornings but made me more productive. Protocol number 1, create a morning checklist and micro challenges. One thing I noticed early on was that decision fatigue is real, and it starts the moment we open our eyes. The first few minutes after waking up set the tone for the day. Decision fatigue can sneak up on us before we even had our coffee, right? When our brains don't have a set agenda, they start overthinking the smallest choices. What should I wear today? Should I have coffee first or check my email? Should I prepare my breakfast or should I go outside for a walk? Should I turn the TV on this channel or the other channel? My solution, a morning checklist. This isn't just a to-do list, but a short, actionable series of steps that remind me of my non-negotiable morning habits. My checklist includes stretching, having a glass of water, and setting an intention for the day. I call the time between 6 and 8:30 a.m. the abundance time, because this is the time when I'm preparing myself and my family for the day. We have the breakfast, we prepare for school, and I take my kids to the school bus station. Then from 8 to 12 p.m. is my deep work time. This is where I implement the 80/20 rule to maximize impact. In business, for instance, this principle tells us that 80% of profits often come from just 20% of our efforts. In life, it translates to understanding that around 20% of our time drives 80% of our results. So during this time, I'm not focused on a long list of tasks, but rather on completing 3 to 5 high impact tasks that truly move the needle. By doing this, I'm not scattering my efforts across too many goals, which could leave me disappointed with minimal progress, nor I'm just keeping busy with tasks that don't really matter. Instead, I'm purposely focusing and choosing to finish tasks that align directly with my goals, allowing me to accomplish more in less time and with greater focus. From 12 to 1 p.m. is my recharge and refocus hour. I use this time to step away from work, allowing my mind and my body to rest. This hour usually includes lunch, of course, but I also add in something that refreshes my focus, like a quick walk, a few minutes of mindfulness, or writing down anything that is in my mind. The goal is to come back ready for the second half of the day with more energy and clear focus. Here is something freeing about knowing that the little things are handled so that my energy can focus on the big stuff. Keep this little simple and realistic list because this is what you want to use. Here is the takeaway. Your checklist doesn't have to be complicated. Start with 3 simple steps that align with what you need to feel grounded, like a short meditation, journaling, or a quick walk. Keep it easy to follow. Remember, consistency is the key. And also, having a plan for the day reduces the stress level and sets you up for a productive day. I also create micro challenges and I truly recommend them if you feel your mornings are slow, especially if you are not a morning person. So I started setting small challenges to jump start my day. My micro challenges are simple but get the momentum going, like doing yoga or take a 10 minutes walk before having my coffee. These mini wins create energy and carry over into the day, building resilience and confidence. Here is something energizing about tackling something hard right off the bat. It's like telling yourself, if I can do this, I can handle whatever comes next. So find a small, doable challenge that is pushing you out of your comfort zone, even for a minute. Those little victories help you approach your day with more confidence. Protocol number 2 is called practice knowledge at first sight. Here is something that probably sounds weird for you, but is backed by science. Knowledge at first sight is a technique where you write down questions or challenges you are facing before bed. The brain has the fascinating way of working things out while you are asleep. By writing down 3 questions related to a challenge or project, I've often found that ideas start flowing more freely by morning. Just the other day, I wrote down some thoughts about a project I was struggling with. I keep a notebook where I write down my to-do list, my goals for the day, for the week, and also the questions related to matters that I'm trying to solve. I keep this notebook handy all the times. I see it during the day, I see it before I go to bed, and I see it when I wake up in the morning as it's beside my night table. It was proven by the science that our subconscious mind is processing the questions we write down while we sleep and is working on finding solutions or give us ideas when we wake up. And sure enough, by the time I woke up, I had fresh insights. It is a technique I encourage you to try. So give your mind something to chew on overnight. Write down a few thoughts or questions you like an answer to. It is a powerful way to start your day feeling ahead of the game. Protocol number 3. Plan your morning the night before. Finally, I can't stress enough the importance of planning ahead. Have you ever noticed that getting to work in the morning can take forever? The getting ready part can be so much time consuming, and I used to lose 10 to 15 minutes every morning just setting up. Now I prep my workspace the night before. I set up my laptop, I open the tabs I need to work on or leave them open before I finish the day, so the next day I do not have to search for them, and I also place a glass of water on my desk. This small effort allows me to jump right into the flow after I finish preparing my family for the day and do my morning routine, and I find that I reach a flow state so much faster. Here is the takeaway from this protocol. Consider setting up your workspace as part of your evening routine. Open any resources you will need for the next day and remove distractions so that your brain can dive into your morning tasks without delay. At night, I set out my clothes, decide on breakfast, and make a quick list of my top priorities for the next day. I talk about this list as well on protocol number 2. Remember, practice knowledge at first sight. This tiny habit of preparing a to-do list the night before has such a big impact. When I woke up, I don't have to waste time wondering what to do. I just jumped right in. Knowing your plan not only cuts down on stress but also allows for better sleep, which makes getting up in the morning that much easier. So before you head to bed, make a quick checklist for your morning. This simple step can be a game changer for productivity. I also like spending time in nature, walking outside. Now, this might sound a bit unconventional, but spending time in nature is one of the best ways I know to clear my head. In Japan, they call it Shorinkin-ryoku or forest bathing, and it's all about immersing yourself in nature using all your senses. Even just a few minutes outside can refresh your mind and set a positive tone for the day. There is a park near my house, and I found that a short morning or evening walk grounds me and puts me in a positive state of mind headspace. Is like hitting a mental reset button. You have to try it. If you can, try incorporating some time outdoors into your morning or evening, even if it's just a brief walk around the block. It has such a remarkable way of reducing stress and boosting focus. The beauty of these morning protocols is that they don't require a lot of time. They are about setting intentions and making the morning work for you instead of feeling like you are just reacting to it. Let's quickly recap the 3 protocols that have made the biggest difference in my day. Number 1, creating a morning checklist and micro challenges. Start with your non-negotiables to reduce decision fatigue and take a small challenge to build confidence and momentum. Number 2, practice knowledge at first sight. Leave yourself a few questions for morning inspiration. Number 3, plan ahead. Reduce morning friction by setting up everything the night before for a fast, focused start. If there is one thing I learned over the year is that success is in small daily actions. Winning your morning doesn't have to mean waking up at 4 a.m. It's about being intentional with your time, energy, and focus. I hope these strategies inspire you to create a morning routine that truly supports you. I would love to hear from you. What is one part of your morning you like to change or improve? Or if you already have a routine, what is working best for you? Let's make morning work for you one habit at a time. Thanks for tuning in to Marketing Your Niche. Until next time, here is to starting strong, staying focused, and making every day a step toward your goals. Bye for now.